Didn't see you there. Welcome everybody to the Hometown Health and Fitness Total Body Home Workout Series. I'm Joe and I'll be your trainer through the entire process here while we're quarantined, as we'll be releasing to you workouts that you can do every single day from the comfort of your own home. Workouts so simple, you could do them in your slippers. So without further ado, let's get to work for today.
All right, guys, coming at you today with an upper body workout. And as with all of these at-home workouts, we're going to assume that you do not have any equipment. So I know people have some dumbbells and some bands and some other things at home, but this at-home workout series is going to be based off of the fact if you have zero equipment whatsoever, just using either your body weight or household objects. So without further ado, let's get into the upper body warm-up. As you just saw me do some backwards arm circles there, increasing the circumference of the circle as I went around there just to get my shoulders nice and warm, going backwards and then forward to work on both lines of rotation there. Do each exercise of this warm-up for about 45 seconds to a minute, just one time through, just to get some blood moving through the shoulders there. Little creative one we have here. I remember these actually from my baseball days. We called these light bulbs, and obviously it looks like you're changing a light bulb. Both hands are just going to be, externally rotating, and then we're going to go internal rotation as well. Again, just to get some blood moving through the shoulders and get your wrists and your forearms nice and warm for the workout ahead. I know it doesn't look like I'm doing much with these, but surprisingly they do get a lot of blood moving through the shoulders. And then the last one, just doing some huggers, basically just giving yourself a big old hug and, corny enough, loving yourself for doing these home workouts while we are stuck inside here. So with these circuits, we're going to be doing 3 exercises as part of a circuit, doing 3 times around. You're seeing me do regular push-ups to start off this one. And you will see me drop to a modification doing the push-ups from my knees as well, so they don't have to be done from the feet. A lot of people refer to knee push-ups as girl push-ups, but it's not that whatsoever. I just want you doing the best push-up where you can get a full range of motion. Now, second, we're going to move into an exercise called Supermans. As you see my arms and legs straight out. Big focus here is on squeezing my shoulder blades back together, and we are doing a great deal of strengthening for the lower back here as well. So that'll also tie into the core, thinking of your core as a belt that goes all the way around your body. So we're also strengthening the lower back as well, and you'll see me drop my hands for a variation if holding your arms overhead is uncomfortable for you. Last one, we're going to get back into that high plank and move to a shoulder tap. So a little bit of core going on here, but a lot of shoulders, a lot of triceps in just holding yourself up, tapping from side to side. Now when you see the other angle, you will see me again drop to knees as a modification, so you can do that as well. So for this tri-set here or circuit, you're going to perform 3 rounds, 15 reps per exercise, and with the shoulder taps back and forth counts as 1 rep. So make sure you hit both sides for 15 reps. Now, moving into the second circuit. This is a little bit of a complicated one here. These are table rows, so you're actually going to crawl underneath your dining room table if it's sturdy enough to do so, and then basically do a body weight row and pull yourself up to the table, squeezing the shoulder blades back together, keeping the core tight the whole time. Now, I know this exercise might be pretty challenging for some to pull your entire body weight up, so for a modification, you'll move into the chair row instead. So basically, however your table chairs are set up there, you'll find the most comfortable spot that you can tip forward, keeping your core tight, neutral spine, and then squeezing your shoulder blades back together. So everybody's chair is going to be a little different leverage-wise. You are going to see me switch my grip to make the exercise a little bit harder. So you'll have to play around with the physics of your chair to find the right comfortable grip, but something similar to what I have here should work for most folks. Now, we are going to involve the chair in the next exercise as well, moving into chair dips. So I know a lot of you guys, when we do our group power workouts, pop these right up on the windowsill. It's almost the same application, doing these right from the chair. I keep a soft bend in my knee, and the big thing is staying close to the chair as you move up and down there. So staying nice and tight to protect your shoulders. All right, pressing yourself up through the triceps, always core staying tight. And our last exercise of this circuit is an elevated skull crusher. So I'm showing you a couple variations of this. So obviously you're going to bend down and then bring the crown of your head to the base of your surface and then extend up through the triceps, making sure to keep your elbows in tight, and that's what's gonna deliver a lot of the pressure just to the triceps. So again, you can edit the angle of this one. Obviously, the more parallel your body is to the floor, the harder it's gonna become. Here, I'm showing you a modification on the wall that you can do if you can't quite do it on a table, a chair. Just make sure your surface is pretty steady because you will be applying most of your body weight to it. So make sure, again, you find something nice and steady. You'll see me sliding my hands up and down there. So again, for this circuit, 3 rounds, 15 reps per exercise. And then moving into the last one, the first 2 exercises are actually gonna be isometric holds. So you'll see me grab a couple wine bottles here. It does not take a lot of weight. You could put some groceries in a bag and use that, but by doing these isometric contractions, we're basically just holding the muscles tight. So seeing me from the front and side here, I'm doing a reverse fly and then squeezing my shoulders back together. And then the second one you'll see me do is a side lateral isometric hold. So with this, I'm just holding them out to the side. We weigh these wine bottles. They're almost 3 pounds a piece, and they actually apply a lot of pressure. So does not need a lot of weight there. And then as with those, the heavier the object you use, the less you'll hold it for. I would shoot for 30 to 60 second holds with that. And then for the last exercise, you're looking at chair hammer curls here. So again, your chair might be different than my dining room table chairs, but just try to find a nice comfortable grip where you're able to keep the elbows in tight curl and obviously not hit yourself in the face in the process. So for the isometrics, depending on the weight of the object, 30 to 60 seconds a piece. And then for the chair curls, you're gonna hit the 15 reps and repeat that circuit 3 total times. And now we're moving into the cool down stretch. So that was pretty simple for upper body. Just focusing on kind of the basic compounds, pushing, pulling, and then raising the arms up and down, and focusing on elbow flexion like your chair curls and your elbow extension like your skull crushers. Again, just kind of going back to basics and just being creative with what we have. And we're going to finish it with that cool down stretch to make sure that your body's nice and limber. So you see me doing an arm across stretch here, grabbing from the hand. I see folks doing this sometimes where they grab from the elbow, and I prefer to grab from the hand just because I feel a greater stretch in the rear part of my shoulder when I do it that way. So you can give it a shot, see if that variation works for you. Second stretch we're going to do is just an overhead triceps stretch. So bringing the arm up overhead and then grabbing the elbow, pulling down to the side. I'm sure we've all done some kind of variation of this before, and you will see me later on in the stretch do a little lateral flexion, basically leaning to the side so I can feel the stretch a little bit more into my lat muscle as well. You'll kind of feel it creep up into your armpit a little bit as well. Obviously doing both sides with that. And then moving on to the last stretch, it'll just be a hands on the wall shoulder stretch. You've probably done, again, some kind of variation of this one either on the wall or with a set of straps, or even it's kind of a variation of the child's pose, just doing it standing, so we can really drop the head down there and focus on stretching out the T-spine, the shoulders, the lats, just your entire upper body there. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the upper body strength training workout. Tomorrow is going to be a total body strength core hit, kind of going to be a little mashup. So stay tuned for the fun for tomorrow.
Well, I hope everyone enjoyed today's workout. As always, if you have questions about this particular workout or anything else fitness and nutrition related, feel free to leave comments down below. This is your trainer Joe signing off for today, and I'll see everyone tomorrow.